Summer sounds great, but we are still stuck in the depth of winter, and it's important to care for our four-legged friends in this extreme cold. Tom Durian reports.
The dogs being cared for at the Wisconsin Humane Society in Saukville are warm and happy. They get to run around inside and even eat some treats.
Sit. Okay, come here.
If your dog desperately wants to go outside, you can let them, but make it quick.
Frostbite and hypothermia can set in truly a matter of minutes. So to avoid that, you really want to only take them out for short potty breaks, even those northern breed dogs.
Like Angela said, animals can get hypothermia too, and there are warning signs.
Shaking a lot and then stop shaking, who is really cold to the touch, who is lethargic or may become ill.
In those cases, talk to your vet immediately. At Curry Park Dog Park in Wauwatosa, dog owners heeded the warning to stay indoors. The dog park was empty except for the paw prints and footprints of those there during the warmer hours. We did find animals that don't mind the cold. These elk were perfectly happy basking in the sun.
As you can see, the elk are happy to go and lay right in the snow as well. So, we do what we can, but they're used to dealing with it.
They do have a barn to block the wind and straw for a dry place to lay. Comforts for zoo animals that zookeepers care for, like their own.
In the days that I'm not here happily at home, glad that I'm not at work, I'm thinking about my coworkers and these animals that I, care about that are out here in the cold.
For the Now, I'm Tom Durian.
Now to a tradition in Watertown that's been going on for more than 85 years. If the temperature hits -20, customers at Mullen's Dairy Bar get a free single dip cone. The ice cream bar says the mercury has not dipped that low in 30 years, but I have a feeling they are going to be giving a lot of single dips out real soon. So what else was happening back in 1996 when that happened? Here's a little trip down memory lane. Bill Clinton was president. Gas, $1.23 a gallon. People flocking to the movie theaters to see Independence Day. And Brett Favre won his first MVP award.
Let's start the news feed with a claim from scientists in Israel who say that they may have found a complete cure for cancer possible within a year. They say it would only take a few weeks, minimal side effects, and be cheaper than most treatments on the market. There isn't much other than their claims at this point to whether or not this is actually going to be a reality. 2019, it's getting a bit weird. Yeah, there's a new docu-series on Netflix about serial killer Ted Bundy, and apparently a lot of people walked away from that story of the murderer thinking he's attractive. So much so Netflix, which gets a little funny on Twitter sometimes, put this out making sure that people know that there are several other people who are attractive on their streaming service besides a man who killed an estimated 30 people. Well, Tuesdays are tough, and maybe you're having a rough day. Well, you should be able to find a song that speaks to you because scientists looked at pop music lyrics and they say they're sadder and angrier than ever. The study in the journal Popular Music Studies says that this is really showing what listeners want to hear more than what musicians are actually feeling. Well, it can be tricky knowing if your health insurance covers a procedure or a treatment. Now, the same goes for Medicare. Well, now there's a new app that's here to help Medicare users know exactly what's covered. Now, that app just actually happens to go by the name What's Covered. It focuses on original Medicare, Part A, Part B, and Part D plans. Now, even if you don't have original Medicare, the app will show you some services covered by Medicare Advantage.